Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Basically, I was just doing some research on this net neutrality, all right, since that, I believe it's supposed to take place on the 23rd or the 26th, okay, but, I was just looking up some information. This is from the Boston Globe. It says, that was published on 19th, so that was yesterday. The attack on net neutrality threatens the essential service. All right, because this net neutrality is basically the era of net neutrality being over is right around the corner, man. All right, in a couple of days, all right, this is gonna be over, and we'll see. All right, we're watching to see what happens. Okay. It says here's a challenge. Can you think of a part of your life that doesn't in some way involve the internet? It's how we work. It's how we learn. It's how we communicate. Now, keep in mind, once they shut down or once they start increasing prices and so on and so forth, don't be surprised, man, because these zombies out here, they will pay. All right, you're gonna have a majority of people. Of course, they're gonna protest and so on and so forth. But you're gonna have people who are actually gonna pay, man, because they have that social media demon on them. All right, that they can't live without having their life on social media. All right, that's all they do, and that they're gonna feel that emptiness. For those who can't afford it, well, man, they're gonna be stressed. All right, but guess what? Even in all that, you're gonna have people who are still in that zombie-like state. They're not gonna notice what's going on. All right, it says, but all that is under attack. President Trump's Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, has repealed net neutrality protections, which will allow your internet service provider, or ISP, to create fast lanes for people able to pay for them, while the rest who can't afford it get stuck waiting in line to download the next season of The Handmaid's Tale. Under Trump's regime, massive corporations would be in charge of the internet. They decide how quickly you can view websites, watch videos, or send messages. In some cases, they could simply block websites or content that they don't like. That's simply undemocratic and un-American. The internet has always been free and open, and it must stay that way. Well, that's not what these devils think, man. Why? Because let me get a couple scriptures. Because really, all right, this internet was not created for all this vanity, all right? It wasn't created for you to watch cats be cute on YouTube, man. All right? It was created for this word to be pushed out. All right? And once that's done, once the elect hear this word, there ain't no need for the internet anymore. Matthew 24:14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And how is that going to happen? Mainly by way of this internet, man. The brother Tazwam, his channel name Stay in the Spirit, he did a video on it on how you have people watching all over the world, man. Okay, you have people watching in the analytics section. You see people watching from all over the world watching videos, man. So this word is going out, man. It says what? And then shall the end come. All right, the end of what? Really, the end of this internet and the end of everything. Okay, because really the reason why these things haven't happened. Well, really, the reason why these things haven't happened is because, right here, Revelation, chapter 7, verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Okay? And so until the elect is sealed, that's why it says, when it shall be preached throughout the whole world, then shall the end come. Because that's when the elect are going to be sealed. Okay? And how does this word go out? All right? Psalms 19 and 1, it says, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament show of his handiwork. Day unto day utter a speech, and night unto night show of knowledge. All right, and this is talking about the internet, the satellites, the web, the World Wide Web. Okay, so day unto day utter a speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. It's 2 a.m. right now. I'm doing a video. Okay, that's night. In the morning, you know, you have you know what I mean. On this internet, we're constantly flooding this YouTube with truth, man. It says there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. And in the video the brother did, they have subtitles for these different languages. Okay, their line is going out through all the earth. Did the scripture not say once it goes out through the whole earth, then shall the end come? Why do you think they're trying to put this net neutrality into effect, man? Or should I say, do away with net neutrality? That's really the Lord putting the Spirit on them to you know what I mean, saying, wrap things up, because you know that time is here. That famine of the word is coming. It says, and their words to the end of the world, in them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. Okay. So keep reading a little bit more in this article. It says today technology underpins 34% of all jobs in Massachusetts. And really, you know, today's people, man, they can't live without their phone. They cannot live without internet, without Wi-Fi, man. They can't do it. This is a part of them. Okay? It's a part of them, man. But they don't understand that they don't understand the real reason why it was created. Therefore, when it's taken away from them, they're gonna be like a spoiled brat who just got candy taken out of his mouth. All right. It says, according to Massachusetts Technology Leadership Council, 70% of technology leaders in the Commonwealth plan to increase their workforce in the next year. In 2017, almost half of the venture capital funds invested in this country went to internet and software companies. That's more than $34 billion, despite what false doom FCC Chairman Ajit Pai portends because of net neutrality. The rules have been on the books since 2015, and our internet economy is thriving. Yeah, it says here, internet access is no longer a luxury. It is essential, as integral to our daily lives as electricity and water service. It allows individuals to express their ideas and businesses to compete and expand, strengthening our society and economy. But that's not the point, man. These devils don't want to shut it down because of that, man. They trying to shut it down because of this truth. Okay? This fight for a free and open internet belongs to all of us. We cannot allow this most American and democratic of inventions to be seized by powerful corporate interests. Well, listen here, man. All right, it's prophecy, so it's gonna happen. Okay, you ain't stopping that. All right, and we're tired of talking to these people when they're not listening, man. Okay. We've been doing this for generation and generation over again. You know, and this is just the same thing. All right, that's why the Lord isn't trying to save all Israel right now, man. The 2/3 they're gonna die on the side. 2 Chronicles 36:16. It says, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High. Matter of fact, I'll start at 15. And Yahweh, power of their fathers, sent unto them, talking about the Israelites, these stiff-necked Jakes. All right, sent unto them. All right, we say Jakes in terms of, you know, short for Jacob, because, you know, whose name got changed to Israel. That's where we descend from, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, so really Jakes represent, you know, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, for those who are new watching these videos. All right, and that's another thing, brothers gotta, you know what I mean, make sure you're breaking things down, all right, for people to understand, because you never know who's watching your videos. All right, it says, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. So the Lord was doing the good thing, but this is what they did. This is what Israel did in return. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High. And it says what? He sent them rising up betimes, early in the morning, man, to go and push this word. But what? They mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy. All right? So these people, man, they ain't gonna get it until the time of hell unleashes. Okay? You see, when the famine of the word happens, man, what's really going to cause people to seek the prophets is because all the things we've been saying is going to start coming to pass on major levels. Okay? And they're going to be like, yo, we got to find those men. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Okay, that's what's coming, man. And people gonna seek to hear the words of the Lord in that day. It says it here, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. Because what? When you had liberty, you abused it, man. Okay, when the place, like it says in Esdras, the book of Second Esdras, when you had a place of repentance was open unto you, you despised it. All right, so I'm gonna get this last precept. Proverbs chapter 1. I'll start at verse. I'll jump around, but start at verse. Jump around. Proverbs 1:20 says, "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her voice." And that's why brothers go out to go out on the highways and byways where a lot of people come, man. Chief place of concourse, people shopping, people walking back and forth. All right, and they're being marked. All right, and wisdom crieth without. That's where wisdom cries, by way of the Lord putting the Spirit on His prophets to go out there and teach, man. Okay, that's why it says here, Isaiah 58:1, "Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins." And that's how wisdom crieth without, man, by way of the Lord's prophet speaking. Okay, so back in Proverbs 1:22, it says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?" And that's what we constantly keep saying, man. You don't see the prophecy screaming, man. You don't see what's going on. All right, these people are too simple, man. "And scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." All right, and there's been countless. We've tried everything, man. But these scoffers, these scorners, they ain't gonna repent, man. They're not gonna stop. These prophecies are taking place, but they're worried about the wrong things. All right, "Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my Spirit onto you. I will make my words known unto you." The Lord is willing. The Lord is willing to make you understand and gain salvation. But what? Because I have called and ye refused. They refused the Lord, man. They refused their Creator. "I have stretched out mine hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof." Okay? They look at us like we're weird, They don't want to hear a word we say. They don't even take the time to hear what we say, man. They just, well, yeah, look at those guys are back again. So the Lord said, "What? I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation," because what? The Lord is going to bring that fear. All right, and that destruction. It says, "And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Rightfully so. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They were none of my counsel, and they despised all my reproof." All right, and that's what you see every week. We go out there, man, on our comment boards everywhere, man. You got Jay, talking shit, just walking by, acting like we don't exist, It says, "Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them." Yeah, because when they see us, they turn away. All right, and that's gonna be unto their death, man. "But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil," because evil days are coming, man. And once this famine hits, it's over, man. The Lord's gonna let it rip, because what? The time for talking is over. Now it's time for action, and that's when people are gonna really seek the word of the Lord. But what? You're not gonna find it, man. Scriptures say that wisdom is gonna withdraw into secret chambers. Okay, and that's when you people are gonna see, man, that it's not a joke, man. The Most High is not playing. He's bringing harsh judgment to this place. So we're gonna wait and see. We're gonna see what happens, man. Lord willing, something big happens real soon. Okay, but everything is in the will of the Most High, man. Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect, and shalom.